How does media violence affect aggression? When I was in college a few decades ago, the answer to this question was not definitive. Today we can say with more confidence that exposure to media violence is a risk factor for aggression. The more a person watches violent media, the more aggressive they tend to be in real life. Consider that the average 18-year-old in the U.S. has observed more than 200,000 acts of violence on television alone. And that many male school shooters report a steady diet of violent video games, sometimes playing for 12 or more hours each day. Social psychologists have found evidence of the relationship between media violence and aggression using a variety of research methods: lab experiments, field experiments, cross-sectional studies, and longitudinal studies. Across these different methods, the results suggest a positive correlation between exposure to media violence and aggression. In this figure, the correlation is reported to be about 0.3. For context, the correlation between smoking and lung cancer is about 0.4, and the correlation between condom use and sexually transmitted HIV is negative 0.2. Social psychologists also study the relationship between aggression and pornography, defined as sexually explicit material. While there isn't much support for the link between nonviolent pornography and sexual aggression, there's a consistent positive correlation between nonviolent pornography and positive attitudes about violence against women. They also study violent pornography, which, by definition, depicts violence, often targeted against women. Males who view violent pornography are more likely to behave aggressively toward female partners than males who do not. This relationship involves a triple threat. The individuals are highly aroused and experiencing both negative feelings and thoughts, all of which are known risk factors for aggressive behaviors. Let's take a look at some of the other ways media violence promotes aggression in real life. As you know, violent media can increase physiological and psychological arousal and aggressive thoughts. All are known to be root causes of aggressive behavior, as you know. It can also change people's values and attitudes related to aggression. A culture that rewards aggression can influence its people to see that aggression is valued and can be useful in certain situations. Repeated exposure to violent media can also desensitize people to violence and impair their executive functioning and self-control. Unfortunately, the mass media perpetuates violence through its construction of our social reality. Media sources show its audience what it wants to show them and promotes their own values and attitudes regarding aggression. At this point in the lecture, you should be confident in your knowledge about what aggression is, how it develops, and how it works. In the final part of the lecture, you'll explore strategies for discouraging and preventing aggressive behavior in a wide variety of settings.